Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Satisfactory with Pancake the Paladin. Last time was terrible for lots of reasons. I didn't have any audio sound. I got a little bit big for my britches down there with all of our our belt speeds. I had to make some ugly spaghetti that I kind of love, but also mostly hate. And it just wasn't overall wonderful. So, here's what we're going to do, folks. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get smart plate production going. We're going to take what we have and start making smart plates. And we're going to feed it into our space elevator. Once we get everything going, it should go pretty quickly, which is good. After that, we're going to come over here. Gosh, again, just the loudest thing that's ever happened. Oh, I have a thing about fall damage, if you remind me. All of you need to remind me. The next thing we're going to do is last time I talked about redoing copper production, and I was like, nah, we're not going to redo copper production. But we're going to redo copper production. Because I forgot to do, if you can see on our to-do list, iron sheets, or copper sheets. And copper sheets are very important in the next phase of what we're doing, because we need copper sheets for tubing, piping. Piping is the word. We need copper sheets for piping for water whenever we start doing coal power. And we're going to need coal power so we can have some sustained power. Oops. And also, you can hear it now, but I mentioned in the last episode when you couldn't hear stuff that, oh, the Blade Runners, they sound so cool when you jump. And now you can hear it. I hope you enjoy it. Let's see, how are we doing here? We're okay on power. So we're going to clean up copper over here to make sure we are doing copper sheets. I'm gonna take a handful of these. We're not just wasting time, and we're gonna turn those into tickets. After we redo our copper area, that should have given us plenty of time to get all 50 of our smart sheets to complete phase 1 of the space elevator production. So we will do that, and after we complete phase 1, we're going to kind of rebuild down here. I have some thoughts. It'll mostly happen off camera, not to bore you too much. But I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to move everything just kind of up a little bit. Like maybe like a 3 or 4. Maybe move it up 2 or 3. I guess it'd be 8 meters. 8 or 12 meters. 2 or 3 of the 4-meter foundations. We're going to move it all up. So that way we can have our smelting production on its own floor. I think that kind of goes into why I don't like the way it looks, is I think that having it running like that doesn't look great, and having this having to come down doesn't look great. So I think we're going to do that, move those down, and we're also going to work on, in that time, let's come over to our MAM, make it so we can under and overclock things. So in order to do that, we come to the power slug section. Oh, and we just need a power shard. I can make a power shard right now. Nope, not here. I can make it here. Find our power shard. Run the dinks. There we go. Let her talk about it for a moment.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note,
that's what we want.
Power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
So now we can come over here to our under and overclocking. This was not available before that. And so I think we're going to have some more kind of targeted speeds. Normally I'm not like an overclock or underclock guy, but I think it's going to be, if I want to make everything look good and pretty, we're going to have to. So that way we can have, right now we have our screws kind of like going to both places, but we can have a dedicated screws for reinforced iron plates, and we can have a dedicated screws for modular frames instead of having to mix and match. And we'll be able to underclock or slash overclock if needed the pieces. So I think that's what we're going to need to do. So I hope it's going to work out, and I hope I'm end up liking it better. So let's go ahead and get started so we can build these what we have for smart. In order to do that, we need 5. That didn't go where I wanted to, but that's fine for right now. We need 5 assemblers. 2, 3, 4, and 5. They'll need to be not making rotors. Oh, it's rotors. Nope, not that either. Smart plates. I keep calling that modular frames, but it's rotors. We have modular frames later when we're doing what is called the versatile framework. That's in the next stage, and that is something we are going to be doing. But not something we're doing right now. Let's go ahead and get our... Oh no! Ooh, we're flying. There we go. Get this. Get our splitters, which is 5 on our hotbar. Just for the sake of expediency, we're going to attach it right to the front of our lifts, which, as I've said, is not my favorite. I don't really like it that much. I don't like the way it looks, but for the sake of expediency, it's what we're going to do right now. Because that's what I want the most, is to be able just to get this going, so that way we can get the next level of production and get the next level of our, what are they called? The things I'm doing right now, conveyor belt. That must be on the straight mode. You reach, you do. Because once we have that next level up, we'll have level 3, which we will need to have steel production before then, which we will get into place also. Because you need steel beams to make tier 3 belts. Wow. Oh no, that's terrible. And those can move at 360 parts a minute, I believe, as opposed to our 120. We can at least get these moving and grooving before we end up tearing everything down. It'll take some time for these to get ramped up, and that's okay. Because again, this is now all even more temporary than it was before. And if I really wanted to have it faster and better, I would have actually made them all going in from the same side. But either way. And then we will make get our mergers over here. Nope. Merger. Connect to this one. It'll spit out this way. And get our lines. Again, we are holding control. And as I said a bunch, I wanted these blade runners so I could jump right on top of the mergers for easier building, which is exactly what happens now. I can build easier and better. Maybe not better, but at least easier. There we go. We connect this here. And the space elevator doesn't actually even need like power to it. It just needs to be able to receive the parts. I know some people, they have the parts built like, elsewhere, and they'll manually bring the parts over. And I've done that too in previous playthroughs. It's just not something I want to do for this one. So here we go. We are starting, and now if it actually is going to be doing at 10 a minute, this should be done in no time at all. Will it actually go as fast as we want? Probably not. It'll take time to ramp stuff up, but either way, jumping. And we can get that started. And you can see in the top right corner, we have our first smart plates for the space elevator. I'm also going to get rid of all this stuff over here. So give me a sec here to get all this taken care of and gotten rid of, and then we will get down to our copper production. Another reminder here, as I'm finishing up my destruction that I did incorrectly because I wanted to leave a path over there. But you can hold down control and do a bunch of dismantling at once, and you can see all these orange ones I have marked for dismantling. We can just go, yoop, and they're gone. I did actually mean to leave a path. Gosh dang it, wrong button. What? I don't remember what buttons are. It's R. Zoop. And there we go. Forgot that I took some... Oh, hey, I have 2 friends. Hey, guys. Good to see you. go ahead and we'll put some of you in here just to start getting us some bonus tickets for things. There we go. Wayfair. And I have some stuff in my inventory I need to put away, like you and you. Is there anything else I can get rid of? I can get rid of this and this and this. And I don't need these right now. There we go. Alright. Now we ride our parachute all the way down and start dismantling all of this as well. I think we're going to have the same. This will be the same. Eventually, we're actually going to repurpose this. This will end up sending copper over to our space elevator because we are going to need wires for that. And when we do end up moving our main base of operations to over in that area, we will be that'll be better for us, I think. It has more room, more to do. So now we can go ahead and dismantle all of this and this and this and this. Just are we full up there again? That way we'll be able to actually, you know what we could do? We can just hold control just to get a bunch of stuff at once. Everything marked orange is something we have marked for dismantling. And I have something I don't want actually, but come here. Oops, I also got one of the smelters. Oh, and I got the splitter too. Oh man, I really got more than I meant to there. That's okay. Turn you around, lock you in place with control. Get rid of you, and get rid of you, and we're actually going to bring this up. And we're going to be in line with the rest of our little base of operations up there. Now we have a splitter is needed. We want that. Where was the line? Where was the line? Here. That'll work. I think. Here we go. Power that and power this. Alright, there we go. Give you some of this back, because that'll stop you from running. That's okay. Oops. Oh, you're already full. Oh, I'm stuck. Unstuck. We'll come back to you in a moment. So, wait, hold on. While we're here, we have only 60 a minute, which we could, in theory, now overclock that because we unlocked our overclocking, but we're not going to mess with that right now. Let's go ahead and make some more. Oops, there we go. Make some more area over here. Sure, we'll start 10, 10, and 10. We'll put power source right here, so that way that was clipping, and I didn't really like the way that was clipping. So we'll run also this to be right above this. There we go. Oop, 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 oop. Here we go. We're going. There we go. Run this till it's pretty close to right above. Can you go this way? Thank you. Where that is. I think we just need to go 3 out. 3. Can I get back up there with my new things? No. I can't. I have to run. That's okay. Also, while we're doing this, I don't know if it was noticeable in the last video when all you could hear was my stinking voice, but I did upgrade some more of my little setup here. I got some keycaps for my keyboard, so that way we wouldn't, I mean, we're still going to be hearing, we're still going to be hearing the keyboard. I don't know that there's any escaping that for me at this moment, just because of the way my setup is. but I'm hoping that the keycaps, or not the, their little O-rings, hopefully the O-rings will at least deaden the sound a little bit. Oh hey, we already hit our 50. I knew that would be quick. That was still quicker than I thought. Oh, speaking of, go ahead and mark this. And we really can also go ahead and mark that, even though we haven't done the upgrade yet. We'll go ahead and get this going for safety. But hopefully the O-rings are at least somewhat helpful in being able to deaden the keyboard sounds some. Okay, now we'll bring this up to here. There are those. We have 60 a minute. Oh, hey, you're flipping. That's not ideal, but I think we will have one. Let's see. Hold on. Well, before we do this, hey, dude, I'm sorry. This is happening to you. So this side is the wire. This is our full cable. We already have some sheets that I think we got those from what was it? What was it? The crash site. We need to have wire here, cable here, sheets over here. So I think we'll just do one for cable or for wire. I want to have this here. We'll go ahead and get this started. Oh, actually, we'll put a splitter, logistics splitter, because again, I could have gone straight for my hotbar, but oh, you know what? Actually, I want to have that straight. Can I do that? Will that work? Are you gonna let me? Yeah. Hangs off? No, it doesn't. Sweet. That can go here. You'll be making wire. Go ahead and let you get started. And this will run all the way down here. Then around and over to there. Does that run into anything? No. Wait. So that has us spoken for how many? 15 a minute. We'll do 2 more of these. 1 and 2. Run our splitter over. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Have the splitter here. Lines up with both. And these will be the wire that feed the cable. Is this, if you remember, which we'll look at again, but it is 2 wire to 1 cable. And that will be just right here. Instead of wire, you're making cable, because it's 60 cable or 60 wire a minute makes 30 cable, and this produces 30 wire a minute. So we need that full 60 from 2 of these. You're going to be right here, providing this power. You are going to be here, providing you and you power, and you'll also provide power for our sheets. So now we can copy our splitter and hit E to change it into a merger. Where's my out? My out is right there. Let me run this straight to here, straight to there, and straight to here. And we'll run this all the way down and have it stop kind of at the same. No, we'll have it come up here so it can kind of match the turn a little bit. There. You'll also notice on the straight mode, it will kind of line up depending on which end you start it from. So because I started it from here originally, it ran out as far that way as it could before it turned to come over here. Whereas since I noticed that and I switched to start it from here, I pushed it out and it ran out as far this way as it could before the turn. Just a little something to take into consideration for your builds while you're doing them. I need to make a little path here around just for myself so I can walk. So now we have 15, 30, we have 45 of our copper ingots that are spoken for, and we want to do copper sheets. We only have 15 left, and we need 20. So this is going to be a little inefficient, which won't be the case always, obviously, but for right now, it'll be able to run at like, I don't remember what the percent would be. I guess, oh, we could dial this clock speed back, so it won't be inefficient. So that would be what? We need to take off 20%? Nope. We need to take off 25%. So now it takes in that 15, and it spits out 7.5 a minute. So now we have 15, 15, 15, and 15, which, if you are mathing, 15 by 4 adds up to 60. Nope. And 60 is exactly what's coming out of here and coming out of these. It's beautiful. Now, if we ended up having more, I would maybe not have underclocked that, but I think that maybe for this playthrough... Oh, is that going to line up? Oh, my lord. I think for this playthrough, I am going to focus on doing some of that just for the sake of efficiency. I do want things to be as efficient as they can. Go ahead and come up here. Grab some of these. Again, so we can start getting some more tickets. And we're doing good on power, which is awesome. Our max consumption is now 338. And our max capacity is 360. Beautimous. Beautimous all around. Slide. Oh, I can't slide uphill. What did I come up here to do? Someone tell me. Anybody? Ah! Cable. Put in here. Put in the ones I just grabbed for in here. I actually do have a few more wire I can put in here as well. I don't need this much wire on my person. And do you take ingots? Can I do that with ingots? I can. There we go. So in the early game, it's really good just to turn as much stuff as you can into these coupons. If you want things that are the cosmetic stuff, I guess. If you don't really care about the cosmetics and you're just in this to try to get this done, then you don't need to worry as much about the cosmetics and the tickets, but I want that. Let's go ahead and come to our structures. And I want my concrete pillar set. I wanted that one, so that takes, so I have 8 left. Conveyor walls are not as important as they used to be. Because we bought, last time we did this, where'd they go? We bought this conveyor wall hole, which allows you to put it anywhere on the wall. That didn't come out and was not available until 1.1. So you needed, excuse me, you needed these walls to, like, be able to run the conveyors through the walls. Like I said, not as important as they used to be. We do want a door, though. And I can't do windows yet. I mean, I can. But in order to do windows, you need to be mass-producing silica or quartz. Like doing the production with quartz. I'm not doing any of that yet. So, and let's go ahead and get these. And I think that will be all 10. There we go. So now I can show you 2 things. Drop. Go. Now I can show you, firstly, on architecture, we can put down these pillars. And that'll go with, so that way it can look more like it's supported. So like, oh, we fell. Oh, we're sliding uphill. Perfect. So I'm going to, whenever we have this kind of more finalized over here, I'll have these in the ground. So that way it'll look more stable, I guess. What happened? You don't have any, you're not giving stuff. Where's your ore? Did I accidentally delete one of your things? I bet I did. 1 second while I go figure that out. Then we can come back and send off our first piece of the space elevator. Elevator. I said elevator. Where did I mess this up? Where did I mess this up? Where are you? Oh, I lost your power. That's what it was. Can you reach all the way over there? Yes. We're back. We're back in business. That's my bad on that. Let's go check this out now. While we send this off. Again, it's just cool. The stuff you get to watch with this is really cool. You could, in theory, just come over here. Are we just like all the way full on stuff? No, you're not. What are you missing? Oh, you're probably missing rotors because I screwed with stuff over there. Right? Yep, you're missing rotors. That's okay. You could just come over to wherever and hit E on the platform, and then do your lever pulling. But I like to do it from here, even though you don't need to. I like to do it this way. It's cool to me. So now it'll take these 50 smart plates, seal them up in a container to send up.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation.
It's one of my favorite parts.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Yes, for Fix-It. And for planet Earth, right? Boom. Pull that down. Back up. Oh no, let's jump on something. You can see. Oh. Let's shoot off what we've just sent. And our little capsule thingy right there. Now that takes it up to the space station thing. You get to watch it build, which is super cool.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Yes, it is. Let's go look at what all we have available in Phase 2. And you can see there in the top right, those smart plates that we were making. We made, that 50. Now we need to make 1,000. And that's why we just kind of left that over there as it was, so the ones we've already made can be pumped into the space elevator. And once we're done, and we have all 1,000 made, we have two options. We'll be able to just store them and save them up for the next round, or we can go ahead and put them into an awesome sink and start getting more tickets. I'm torn on what I want to do there, but we'll see. Look at what's next. Now we can do coal power, which again, huge. That's sustainable standard power. So we don't have to do anything more to continue running around to get our biomaterials. We don't have to run around and cut down trees as much. We don't have to run around and pick up all that grass. We just set up a coal power plant, which I know already where one's going to be. Because again, something I've already done before. We have vehicular transport, which will get us some extra inventory slots, as well as trucks, which I don't know exactly what we're going to do with trucks yet, but we're going to do something with trucks. We also will have our basic steel production, which will allow us to do a versatile framework. And then the steel beams and steel pipes are made from the steel ingots that come from the foundry. Well, we get the Xenobasher. We might do this now, because that gets us just a bigger weapon to protect ourselves. We can do blueprints, which blueprints are huge. We're going to be utilizing blueprints a lot more in this, because I want to be able to blueprint things out before we build them, which will, once we get there, we'll have a bigger discussion on that. There's our Logistics Mark III. Oh, it's only 270 a minute, not the 360. So 360 must be Mark IV. Oof. But either way, we get Mark III, and we get the stackable poles for the pipes, and we get a bigger storage container. Advanced steel production, which we'll need for automated wiring, also gives us minor Mark II, which I think is basically just doubles what the minor Mark I does. So all these ones we have now getting 60, we'll start getting a 120. So that'll, again, double things up, which is beautiful. It'll also allow us to make encased industrial beams, and then automated wiring, which is our other part. Then we will be able to store power with power storage with our expanded power infrastructure and have these power towers, which allows you to really stretch where your power can go. And then we will have hypertubes, which I don't do much with hypertubes. But we could, but I don't. So we're all done in here. I don't know why you're still flashing. Let's go ahead and do this, though. And I need another 50 of these. All right. Let's send this off. I love it. I just love this game a lot with all the stuff that it does.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper.
Yeah, it is.
In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Gotta make some more stuff. That's funny though. It just straight up smacks stuff and also electrocutes them. Oh, I didn't need a second one, I guess. I could have just used the one in my inventory already. Oh well. Go ahead and make this thing. All right. What do we got? Yeah. Oh yeah. Like a little lightsaber almost. Can I turn you in for tickets? I can! You served us well. Now, we have this that we'll use on you. Not really. I'm not going to do that to him. He's our friend. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the coal power milestone. We need, let's go ahead and select this milestone. I think we're going to stop our smart plate production for right now, so we can focus on being able to get this stuff, especially since we're going to be moving this anyway. I'll let whatever is finished, whatever's being made here, finish. And then once nothing else can be made and it spits out everything it can, we will tear all that down. You can see we already have 139 available to us, so we have a pretty good little setup here for what we're doing. So, okay, so now that's the next. Oh, we already did our copper cleanup. Forgot to check that off. The best part of having a to-do list is checking stuff off. The thing about that is you gotta remember to check stuff off. So let's go ahead then and, excuse me. I'm gonna, as we talked about, oh hey, he's already back. What up, my guy? As we said, we're going to move all of this up just a little bit, maybe 8 to 12 meters, a little higher, and then we're going to have a below floor dedicated to smelting, because we're going to have, for this next piece, for versatile framework and automated wiring, we're going to need even more ingots, both iron, copper, and then steel, to make our automated wiring and to make our versatile framework. So we're going to tear all this down, build everything up, including the space elevator. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to build you again. That's gonna be okay. And we do know that if we take down the space elevator and rebuild it again, the parts, the 145 that we already have, will still be there. So we don't lose that, which is good. So we're gonna tear the stuff down, and I will check back in when you maybe partway through. We'll see. So, we'll see you on the other side of that. All right, wanted to check in really quick to show the progress we had made. Don't mind that I missed some of these swatches. That we have cleared everything out. We have all of our extra stuff stored over there for right now. We cleared some extra space. What we're going to do next is put down our smelters. We're going to divide them out really based on what we need. Missed another color over there. And then we're going to build up from our base foundation here for each of our smelting groups. And we're going to build those, the pieces they will go to right above. So we're going to put another, like we said, probably, I think 8 meters will be plenty right above this. And we're actually going to end up, I think, moving the space elevator back just a little bit. We have a little more room to build in front out here. So just wanted to give a quick check-in on what we were doing as the day here on our, what is it, massage A, B, 2A, whatever it is, as this little place falls tonight. And then next time you see this, I think we should have at least the space elevator back. And we can get back to going. Let's do it. Here we are with another mid-build check-in. We have reinforced iron plates set up and ready to go. I say as I see a red light over there. I'll check that in a minute. But we now have this 120 iron ore a minute come down to our smelting floor, as it were. And come back here. Yeah. Comes down to the smelting floor and gets split evenly between these 4 smelters. This smelter here is dedicated specifically to cast screws, and these 3 smelters are going to go to our iron plates. Let's jump. We have 120 cast screws a minute that need to come out, so we dialed this one back here to just 40%, so it does 20, while these ones still do their 50 a minute. So we have 50 and 50 and 20, which is our 120. And we also only need 30 a minute. So 12 and a half and 12 and a half is 25, and then our 5 here is 30. So we have that one smelter dedicated specifically to these as they're coming through. And then the other smelter, the other 3 smelters putting out 90 a minute, are split out evenly between these 3, making iron plates that are coming out here. Why don't you have power? But you do. Oh, I don't have power. I probably don't have something selected. I didn't pick. There, that'll do it. So now we have back to having 5 or 10 rather reinforced iron plates a minute. Now let's go ahead and hoo-ah. Hoo-ah and a little bit of hoo-ah. So we can put down a container here, so we're not just making stuff into the ether for nothing. I actually put that container in what I would consider the wrong spot because we are not going to be lined up. Does this matter? No, because I will eventually be getting rid of this container. But it matters because it matters. Shut up. That's why it matters. There we go. Now we can be storing our reinforced iron plates, baby. So next, we're going to take the other 120 a minute, 120 iron ore a minute as we slide over. And we will send it to this side over here so we can start making our 10 rotors a minute. Next time I see you is when I will be placing the space elevator, because I'm going to let you watch that again because I love it so much, so I think you will love it too. So let's get started on our rotors, baby. Let's go. All right, folks, we are back and we are looking much cleaner. Now we have our reinforced iron plates over there running beautifully. We have our rotors over here running beautifully. It's a little wonky underneath because for our iron rods here, we needed an even 50 a minute. So we would need 3.333333 repeating machines. So I just went ahead and dialed this back one to 33.33%. And for our cast screws, we need 5, which needs 62.5 ingots a minute, because we needed an even 250 that come out. And so if you remember before, in the quiet episode, we'll call it, I had just crazy spaghetti trying to get my screws over here. But I realized that they need 100 a minute. So if these are making 50, I just have these two over here are dedicated to that machine for the rotors, and these two are dedicated to this machine for the rotors. And in order to get our 10 rotors needed a minute, we needed to dial this machine. It'll let me select it. Will it? There we go. We need to dial this back to 50%. Since we generally do 4 a minute, so we just needed 2 out of here, and so we just needed 50 screws a minute. We're going to give you that. Why not? And because of that, we could just have one of these screw machines dedicated to it, since it is, again, making 50 a minute. Pretty easy, pretty nice. So then we have everything now running here. So select what we have. And for underneath, we have actually 5 dedicated smelters for these. So for our 3 and change iron rod machines, we needed 50 ingots a minute. So I dialed one of these back to 20 a minute, and this one's running the normal 30 a minute. So these are the 50 that the iron rod machine needs. And then for the other machine, are you coming out? Wait, hold on. Okay, good. We needed 62 and a half. So as you know, one of these makes 30. So we needed 60 out of this one, 60 out of this one, and then we just dialed this back to 2.5 a minute. So we're getting our 62.5 a minute that we need. And we're able to run and really get that 120 a minute. Now, we aren't using all of the ore coming in over here, because we're only using 112.5, I think it goes out to, a minute of the 120, so we have, 8.5 ore a minute to play with. I'm not sure what we do with it, but oh gosh. Oh, I was going to tell you about fall damage. I'll show you that in a second. So it's not perfect, but it's doing what we need it to do. Now we are making our rotors over here. Why are you yellow? Are you just slow at getting your rods? Well then here, have these. Oh, and I can put some of my rotors in here as well. Keep 100 on me. So now, I told you I'd bring you back as we come to make the space elevator again. So now we have this as kind of our middle-ish. Well, maybe not even. Let's see what we get here. I have enough stuff. I don't have concrete. I knew that whenever I picked the recording back up. I knew I didn't have enough concrete, and that's what I was running to do. And then I got distracted. Can you believe that? Let's fly over. We should have plenty of concrete. This thing's just been going uninterrupted for a while. Oh yeah, we got a lot. Let's come back over. Jump. Jump. Oh no, wait. Can we make it? Can we make it? We're kind of making it. Now let's see where we can kind of squeeze in our space elevator here. Still want the front. Hit me with an H to hold it in place. I have plenty of room on that side. I have plenty of room on this side. I think we could put this as the middle. Am I overlapping anywhere? Come back that way one more. And what we're doing there for the nudge is whenever we lock it in place, hitting 8, we can use our arrow keys to move it around. So we are not. So now we just give it one of these. And it flies in again. I think I can quickly go into photo mode. Is it going to work? Decoupled. You can see that whenever it's like all those things are going to be a part of that, the parts are coming out of the player there, which I think is very funny. So how do I... There we go. Oh, and it does connect again. I love to see it. But we'll let it go. So now we just need our 5 other assemblers. So we're going to need to add another row back here. That's okay. Let's see, we'll put it starting here. You're actually going to be making smart plating. Is that going to be enough room? Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm missing cables. Of course I am. I'm being visited by a baby. Hello, baby. What are you doing, Baba? Yeah, you want the baby monitor? Here you go. Alright, we got our cables we needed. Hi, buddy. Make our last assembler over here. Hold you in place. We will run this along behind, zoop us all the way down, and get our things in place. And now, I think while we're getting all this taken care of, how in the world am I out of iron plates? How? I've never been out of iron plates in my whole entire life. Do you have any? No. I'm out of the maybe most basic component in the whole video game. This ended up working out really well. I really didn't like how it turned out the first time with all of the spaghetti and everything and having it not really look that great. We're gonna have to add another row back here. I'm gonna need to get more iron plates. I didn't like the way it turned out, and so I think this new iteration we have here, I think, is looking really good. So we will go ahead and create our connections here, and again, this time we're not going to connect straight onto the top of those. And as we talked about, I don't like the way that looks, and so we're not going to do it. But I'll finish all this off screen for you. We can think about what we're going to be doing next time. Next time's coal power. I mean, that's that. We're going to do coal power. We're going to be self-sustaining with power. Hopefully. We've had plenty of, what's it called? Oh yeah, we're totally out of plates here. Hopefully we've had plenty of copper sheets that have been made, so we'll be able to make all of our piping and everything. So then we will see you next time. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good tomorrow, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya.